All right, so what I want to do now is take you through exactly the how and why I shove all my gear in my backpack for a backpack style hunt. If you want a quick overview of exactly the gear I'm carrying, you can check out a recent video we did about my 2018 Utah mule deer hunt. That'll be in the description down below, as well as a link to an article that outlines it even further. So the way I'm going to start is basically you're going to take your backpack, and what I like to do first is go through all the straps and undo any buckle you got on here just to open the pack up to its largest capacity you can. And these bottom ones here just makes it a lot easier when you start shoving all your gear in there, and so it's like, oh, it's super tight down the bottom, I can't actually fit a lot of stuff. So I'll open everything up. Then what I like to start with, I like to put a lot of like the lightweight stuff items on the bottom, like your tent, your sleeping bag, your sleeping pads. In the middle of that, I'll start putting some of my food and some of my layers of clothing. Because what I like to do is just push everything in there and get out as many of like the air pockets as you can. You really don't need a giant backpack. If you're really conscious of how you're packing and getting rid of all the air holes, like you'll see I don't have any dry bags in my entire pack because all my clothes will be shoved in all the small air pockets. So instead of just keeping explaining that the whole time, I will jump into packing it right now. So I'm gonna take my tent, I'm just gonna shove this in the bottom, and see, you could use a compression sack for this big of a tent, but for me it compresses down really nice. When I shove it in here, I can push stuff on top of it and actually get into the position I need it to be. So I like to take this, even though it's a little longer, and so I'll take it and put it the shallow side in there, just to kind of compress it down in the pack. Then next to that, I'll place my quilt. Same thing, and place it this way inside the pack instead of this way, because I don't want to use up that upper volume. I want to use the depth side of it right here. So I'm going to put that in next to it. You can see here, I already need to loosen this up a little bit. So I got that situated right in there. Next, what I like to do is take some of these smaller items, try to find any little small air pockets, shove it down in the bottom, just like that. And then a lot of times I don't really keep my rain gear on top. If I know it's gonna rain, chance to, I will keep my rain jacket on the upper side, but my rain pants I'll throw on the bottom. And what I find best to do when I'm packing is to just roll things up. Sometimes works best rolling. I don't like to fold them, otherwise I'll just take a jacket and just shove it in. But rain pants always seem to work better when I roll them. Again, I'm just gonna shove it all the way in the bottom. You can see already I have a little air pocket down there, and I don't want air pockets at all. So I'm gonna make sure everything's compressed at the bottom. Compress it this way. Next, I put my sleeping pad in the middle. I have another air pocket right here. Shove that down there. Rainfly, I will kind of keep on top, but right now I'm gonna start throwing some of my layers in. Not expecting a lot of rain, if ever. So I'm gonna shove my rain jacket, again, down at the bottom to fill a bunch of the holes. And I'm gonna do the same thing. Actually, I'll skip that for now. Then I'm gonna throw my Tyvek ground sheet. A lot of times I can get this nice and small where I can just tuck it behind everything I've already packed in there. And what's nice about all the bottom stuff being really lightweight and just basically your sleeping gear, some insulation layers that you can actually push down and compress it without worrying about, you know, cracking something else that's valuable like an optic or something like that. So on the side, I always try to leave a little pocket, because the side of my backpack, I will throw my spotting scope, and I always save a little Crown Royal bag to protect the top of my spotting scope. Is in my pack. I'm actually shoving this, as you can see, just right in the side, goes all the way up. So if I do need to easy, access my spotter really quick and I'm hiking in, I can zip open the side and grab it. I don't like it buried too far down in there. So put that at the side, and this is where I would then throw some of my food items. And also save space. I don't carry an extra bag for food. I will use one of my game bags, because I always keep the game bag on me anyway, so I might as well use it for food. Simplicity's sake, just got one day's worth of food here. Drop this in, and I'll drop my mountain house. Again, I try to remove air out of everything. Even though this game bag is breathable, I'll still roll it up. Make it nice and small. and I'll compress that down as far as I can. So next what I'll do is I'll take stove, put that in there because that's a big bulky item that doesn't fit well next to the spotter, but the great thing is I have all these insulation layers, so I'll be able to fit that in there in a second. Let's see if this will balance. And then I'm taking a shaker bottle for my breakfast, and that's gonna make a bunch of noise. I take this shaker bottle out, just toss it in the side of my pack anywhere. And then to fill up space, because this obviously is very valuable space when you're packing, I will shove anything I can in here, like my gloves. Shove that down the bottom, shove my hat. I'll put that next to the spotter. And now I'm going to take another one of my insulation layers and use that around these void of space next to the spotter and next to the stove. And then I'm going to take my extra dromedary bag. Kind of want to keep that on top in case you run into a stream and you get some water. So I'm going to stuff that there. And then all the rest of these game bags. You could put these down below. Sometimes I use them up on top again just to fill voids. Bunch of air pockets. And then the camp pullout, you could attach that up on the top, but I have so much room in here, I just usually throw it in. Keep it on the side, has all my safety gear onto it. And then we're getting down to the wire. Throw then a rain fly on the top, just in case you run into a rainstorm. And again, shoving it down as far in the pack as I can. And my tent stakes. And then at this point, I'll start finally zipping this up a little higher. Now this is when I will feed my water. I kind of say this for the top just to set it on there. Don't try to put it in any sleeve or anything like that. I like to shove this through this way. Kick that off the side. Attach a full 2-liter bladder. Easy. Biggest thing with this, you try not to make it kink to the top of your pack too. Kind of want to set that in this little corner here. Then insulation layer, if I ever sit down and want glass for a while, I like to keep that at top of my pack. Notice like the volume of the pack as I'm packing it still stays like a nice round shape because I'm filling up all those air holes. Toilet paper, you get the air out of that. I'm going to place this on this outside pocket here, along with my headlamp. Extra muzzle bullets, I'll carry 3 powders, a bunch of extra bullets, and a bunch of primers. In the top, I'll just carry a bunch in my pocket. I'll put the rear rest support up on top, easy access as well. InReach Mini, that'll be somewhere I want to try to grab in case I need it, so I'll put that on top. Dark Energy Poseidon, I'm just going to shove that in the pack, as well as my muzzler bullet starter. And then this, I'll either have around my neck if I'm getting close to the shot, but we're going to be hiking in right now, so I'm just going to shove that on top of my pack. Zip her up. And now we basically have a pack all put together. But what I add to the bottom is going to be my glassing pad. Now I'm finally at a stage where I can start cinching things down. And I do like to pull everything tight because I don't like things moving on me. Get the side ones. I could probably stay open a little bit. And then since I will have a muzzleloader on the side of my body, I'm going to try to avoid always putting the tripod on my right side, muzzleloader, right shoulder. So put some big bulk like a tripod on the left side. So this, I'm going to put my trekking poles over here. Trekking poles, I'll either hike with them sometimes or just keep them on my pack. But right now I'm just going to use one for hiking. Attach this trekking pole here, try to take it away from my body. this other side is going to be where I put my tripod. A lot of times I just kick 2 legs in there, it's secure enough, or you could go all 3 if you really want to. And this I always try to make sure I'm kicking my tripod arm away from my body, because a lot of times you leave that over here, it's going to end up moving, hit you in the side of the body. Try to avoid that if I can. This will lock it down. And then right here, let's take these last ones. Good to keep a tight ship when you're running a pack, so I don't want extra straps blowing around, catching on debris, spooking animals. And then there you have it. Fit everything, and you can see I have tons of extra room, so I can easily pack the rest of my 2 days in there if I have the 2 days of food sitting out. So full pack, all loaded down for 3-day backpack hunt. Yeah. All right, and do a quick summary of where I was packing all of my items again. So pack all the lightweight stuff at the bottom because I don't want a heavy weight sagging down on me. So pack my sleeping gear in the bottom, a bunch of insulation layers. Mid layer, I start putting some of my food because that's getting a little heavier. And I try to keep a lot of my heavier items at the top of my pack. So, you know, if you had any extra optics, put them on the top, and my spotter on the side, kind of still fairly high. And then also want to keep a lot of items that I might be needing at a moment's notice. I don't want to have buried in the bottom of the pack. I have to try to dig out, you know, anything in there. So I'll keep a rain jacket on top, a rain fly. I keep all my headlamps, all my safety gear, easy access on the outside of this little pocket right here, just quick and easy to get to, extra bullets, and then, you know, all your extra snacks, sometimes you put them on the top too. Just try to keep everything organized in your pack. You gotta know where everything's at, easy access. You, like I said, don't want to put stuff you need at the bottom of your pack. That's never a good solution because you never know when you're gonna need it. And yeah, you just gotta, you know, learn it, put it all in there, and make it super tight as you can. Like I said, getting rid of those air pockets is key. Like this is a 3,300 pack. I can easily go 6 days in this pack. Hope you enjoyed this how to pack a backpack segment. As always, appreciate your feedback. If you have any comments, drop them down below. I'd be happy to answer any of them. Be sure to subscribe, give us a like. We do a lot of these videos this time of year. And we're always looking for you guys' feedback, what you want to see next. So thanks for watching.